had lots of requests for new videos. Today I'm going to shoot a new video. I have my homemade high banker, all my gear with me. First thing I'm going to do is take a classifier and a pan and hit a few likely spots up and down the creek here and do some test panning and then set up my high banker. I'm going to do my first test pan here. The creek comes down a narrow straight chute, and then when it gets down here the banks drop off, the creek widens out a bit, and I think this could be where the water's slowing down and the gold's settling. First thing I do is classify, get all the big rocks out. Of course, this area is not known for nuggets, but I kind of take a peek. I'm using a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch classifier. And that leaves me with everything under a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to swirl it around, shake all the heavies to the bottom, get the material really moving. And I'm going to slowly use the water just to rake off the top layer of this light stuff. And I'm going to shake it around, shake everything to the bottom again, and repeat that process over and over until I end up with just a little bit of sand. I'm going to shake everything down to the bottom. I'm going to swirl the water around in the pan there. Right in the first pan there, I've got three tiny little specks right there, just real small stuff. So I'm going to pan around a couple different areas, upstream, downstream, until I find a spot nice enough to do. This is just downstream from my first test pan area. The stream makes a bit of an S-turn there, and it comes down. There's a sharp bend here, and there's a large gravel bar kind of in the center of the creek here. When the water's up at flood stage, this is all covered, and the outside area here where the water's flowing now, that's where the water would be moving the fastest. So I'm going to pan around on the inside bend of this turn and probably right up at the front where the gravel bar starts and see what I come up with. This is my second test pan. This one I dug from the inside bend. And you notice I'm not using a safety pan or anything like that. I'm not getting rich here. This is a hobby. But I work it down to almost nothing. Shake it all down. I'm going to pour the water, most of the water out. You see I got one chunk of pyrite there. I already see a nice little flake of gold there. Okay, so my second test pan, there's about 3 or 4 real tiny microscopic flakes, but then there's also one that's just a little bit bigger right there, one beside it, one there, one there, one there. So I got 5 or 6 little flakes in that one. And that's a single shovelful. Got one big rock in here, but what I want to do is take this over into the water and wash this rock off in case there's any gold stuck to it. So this is my 3rd test pan for the morning. Set it down in the water. You see I got the big rock that I want to clean off. So I'm going to dip it in this deeper water. Shake it off. That's actually a big piece of quartz. Be sure I clean all the little crevices out. Discard that. Here's all my material. It's bigger than a 1/2 inch. Of course, like I said before, this area is not known for nuggets. Actually, it's not even really known for gold. This is interesting. Not sure what it is from. It looks like a piece of iron. This particular creek, there's actually a lot of debris in it. I'm going to discard my stuff larger than a 1/2 inch. I'm actually going to throw this piece of trash in my bucket and carry it out with me. Doing my part. Here's all my material that's between a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch. Of course, I look for nuggets, but there's not much chance of it. I'll discard that and get the panning. Again, the same process. I'm going to get everything moving. You can already see the lighter shale starting to surface, and the heavier stuff is sinking to the bottom. When you're doing this, you should be able to stick your finger right in there and go all the way to the bottom. That way you know the material's all moving around, giving the gold a chance to sink. And again, I'm going to just kind of slough off that top layer of lighter stuff. Get it all settled to the heavy, settled to the bottom again. Time. There's one flake that's a little larger, and there's 3 or 4 small ones. So I'm going to take my snuffer bottle and suck these up. So far that was my best 2 pans. About 6 feet apart. So I'm going to try one a little farther upstream and see what we get.